No, this is not a power outage. What is this, Tono?
So I bought 72 candles.
You bought 72
And
candles!
as you can see,
Welcome to Nerd Slash
You're in my
Spooky Wookie.
shot.
Welcome to Nerd Slash Spooky Wookie season, baby. Ooh, do the thing with me.
we might. Hey guys.
Hi. I like
Welcome.
that I look at your camera thinking
Welcome
it's my
back.
camera. This is my camera.
So I referenced 2 episodes past that we would maybe have just a voice from the void. So I would like to ask this voice to
that was
say
going to
hello.
be...
Hello, my child.
That's
okay.
terrifying.
That is terrifying. Do you want to tell them what we're doing today? I mean, we told them last time.
we're
but,
praying
some
that
people don't
these
listen.
candles don't turn into a giant waxy thing. First off, we are here reading some spooky wookie stories today. Some a little bit. We pulled a little bit from everywhere. Some we asked you guys to send us. Others we found. So yeah, I'm excited. I have one spooky story right off the bat.
Okay.
Okay. I'm looking at my camera and it is so hard to see myself. It's a little creepy.
Okay.
But yeah, guys.
Mine's fine. Hello, guys.
Hi. But yeah, like Dodo said, we're gonna be reading some spooky. Can you not?
Stop trying to set my apartment on fire.
Yeah. It's so weird that you can talk now, so it's just
I
like
know.
I'm like,
I feel like I got upgraded.
yeah.
Period.
But
Oh, we had a bunch
Just-
go out.
just let it be. Just let it be. So
This is our
welcome.
only lighting element.
Welcome to a section I like to
It's going to be a
affectionately
15-second podcast.
It's gonna be a 20-second podcast. Welcome to a section I like to affectionately call Nerd Slice Spooky Wookie Story Time.
Oh no,
So-
I have a name for it.
Oh, okay, what's the name for it?
It's Spooky Stories Nerd Slice Tells in the Dark.
That's really long. Can we just?
Oh, dude, our title for this month was Spooky Wookie Nerd Slice Spectacular Spooky Month, and you're saying that Scary Stories Nerd Slice Tells in the Dark is too long.
So I'm gonna start with my first one.
Okay,
All right.
but what's the so the way this is gonna work is that the two of us have two different kind of areas of spooky stories that we went on the internet and found. I have spooky, scary games you can play, like Ouija boards and Bloody Mary and stuff like that. And I have like real scary stories of like intruders and stuff. You have
I have more like actual like short stories that people wrote, more like fiction. Dono has more realistic ones. I have more like Reddit, no sleep type stories. So I'm gonna look up the first one real quick. And obviously, we're gonna give credit. Do you have the names of the people that have done your stories, or like
No.
the? Okay, well, I'm gonna give credit to mine just so you guys can check them out. So this next one is from Reddit, short scary stories by Writing is Fun But You Suck. That's the name. Didn't make it up. That's just the name that this story comes from. And it's called My Girl Likes to Pretend. I hate when she does this to me. I get the flirtatiousness behind it, but sometimes I'm just tired and don't want to feel like I have to work for her affection.
Can you please preface this is not about
This
me?
is not about me. This is a story from Reddit. I finally get to the shop where she works and I stop outside, peering through. You remember that one time where we were reading Half Squat Soph's, you were reading her story and
Yeah.
I was acting it out. You should do that
I'm
while
not
I
gonna do
read.
that.
Okay,
in front of an open fire.
that's fair.
I really want you to do that.
Okay.
Why does she enjoy pretending like we're not dating anymore? I'm not an insecure
Story of my
man.
life.
But sometimes she makes me doubt myself. I finally get to the shop where she works and I stop outside,
Did I
peering
write
through
this?
the window. I hope you didn't. You'll see why. She's there, gorgeous as ever, talking to a man
Oh, I
whose
definitely didn't write this.
body language tells me he's interested. As I watch them, it becomes obvious that she's encouraging the attention.
I
tried-
did write this.
I try not to get jealous as I remind myself that this is all an act. After lingering a little while longer, allowing them to flirt in front of me to get myself in the proper headspace, I burst into the shop. Hey babe, I say to her as I approach them. Her face scrunches up when she sees me, an attempt at looking scared. Sometimes I think her acting is embarrassing, but I'm sure that this jackass is buying it. You aren't allowed to be here, she says, the fake panic in her voice admittedly more believable than her facial expressions. Despite my annoyance at having to go through this whole song and dance, I feel a bit proud of her. She's getting better at pretending, and she's still my girl after all. Who has a SO that doesn't make them jump through a few hoops from time to time?
Significant other.
Yeah, SO. Yeah.
I'm just making sure
No, I
because
got
not
it.
everyone knows.
I appreciate that. Don't be like that, I say. Come on, I'll drive you home. I reach out to put my hand on her arm, but the wannabe hero steps between us. Is there a problem here? I'm just gonna make that his voice.
Yeah.
He asks her, keeping her eyes on me. Yes, she answers. Get out of here, Jake. I don't want you here. I said, don't be like that. Let's go. Man, I think you better get the fuck out of here, the dude says.
I hate him.
I look him over, noticing how large his muscles are. Of course, she always picks his type. Get out of here, my girl repeats, making me work it for her today. I'm calling the cops. She reaches for her phone, selling the hell out of this performance. Fine, I'm gone, I say and turn to walk out. 2 hours go by and I'm watching them kiss passionately through her bedroom window.
Oh, she's a serial killer.
I open it slowly and quietly slip in.
No, he's a stalker.
My girl shrieks, "It's my stalker!" She screams,
Yeah,
not
dumbass.
loud enough to alert the neighbors, and the dude is up in a flash. My
Zero
knife-
brain cells.
Zero brain cells. I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
Yeah, what,
was this the climax?
You guys
Okay.
like keep cutting me off when
Okay,
like
finish your story.
it's my stalker, she screams. Not loud enough to alert the neighbors, and the dude is up in a flash. My knife is faster though, and his throat opens up. Blood pours onto the bed as he wobbles a little bit. Finally, he collapses in a heap. Are you gonna hurt me, mister? She says. Oh yeah, real bad. She smiles at me and I smile back. We don't bother cleaning up the blood. Everybody has a thing. Sometimes I wish hers was leather.
Oh my god, we were both right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Look,
Cool.
So there we go. That's our first
That's our
spooky.
first story.
Yeah, don't pretend to kill people with your
Yeah, if you're
significant
gonna have
other.
a kink,
Yeah,
don't
just
let it
just
be
be
murder.
into like ice cubes or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Not murder.
you're
Not murder.
hot and you're cold. You're
Yes and you're no. You're
Please don't kill people
Oh,
as a preface to sex.
do you have a story, Doyle?
I do. Okay.
Let's hear it.
All right.
I'm gonna go closer so people can see my face. Lady
So the
McQueen
true
channeled
scary
through me.
story is that these candles are not surviving.
Hey, you know, they've lasted longer than I thought they would.
They're supposed to last 10 hours, but like
Yeah,
I think-
I'm sure they last 10 hours when you don't have all of them in a giant inferno together.
that's true. Well, they're not in a giant inferno anymore. The middle here, completely out.
Maybe
All right,
I'll give you
so-
$1 to stick your finger in it.
No. Monkey brain almost said okay. Cool. This is how this is gonna work. I have spooky games. I'm gonna do the first one because I think it's cool.
Wait, are you about to summon things in my apartment?
Yes.
Oh, fun.
Listen, veto.
Hey,
Veto.
hey.
The
I don't-
candles I let
I don't
slide.
care about your
The
veto.
summoning,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
care
have
about
to
your
stop
veto.
you.
So the first,
Fire!
the first one is called the Three Kings game. I'm gonna explain how the game
I've heard
works.
about this before.
I'm gonna explain how the game
I
works.
will walk out.
And then I'm not gonna summon. You have to have a basement for this, and we live in Florida.
I am
Technically,
so
this is the third floor.
superstitious?
So technically, the thing below us is the
So
basement.
I'm going to
Can
read
you make
how
him
it's.
not?
Oh my god, this is long.
You want to just read a story instead?
I'll read the story.
Okay.
No, please don't.
1 through 31. I'm gonna read the story of someone experiencing it, not actually how to do it. You good
Okay.
with that?
27.
27. So here I am, 2 hours before I'm supposed to go downstairs in my basement, and I don't feel sleepy at all. By the way, you're supposed to start the Three Kings game at like around 3 o'clock. A couple of hours ago, I finished a pretty improvised setup of the Three Kings. I have the whole thing going down in my garage, which for a strange reason, no one ever parks cars in. So we kind of use it as some storage area for random crap. My parents are weird, I know. I don't feel like that's weird.
I don't feel like that's a weird thing either.
Right? Like
This
I
kid-
feel like a lot of people use their garage for random crap instead of cars.
I mean, isn't that what a garage is? Well, I guess
No,
yeah, it
mean,
is
it's supposed
for
to
a
be
car.
a carport.
But I see more people use it for storage than
I
cars.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't feel like your parents are weird. 2 fairly sizable and simple mirrors I bought for pretty cheap earlier today, and a hairdryer I set behind my throne instead of a fan, which was, as expected, ridiculed by most people I talked about it with. However, it blows air in the back of my head, albeit slightly hotter than normal. Oh, this is short. and it creates white noise, so it should do in a pinch. I know you may be thinking just dismantle everything until you get a fan, but it's not that simple. Otherwise, I would have. I usually decide to host a sleepover for the whole thing, and I have 4 friends with me, as I need a good spotter and I wasn't willing to explain the whole thing to anyone in my family. Sure, I only needed one, but I thought, hey, if one of them gets called by his mom and has to go, I have spares. However, I'm not gonna have the chance to throw another sleepover anytime soon, so it's either now or never. That being said, this is just someone like about to do it. That's no fun.
Hey, like, since they were talking about white noise, can you give me your best white noise impression? No, I think it's more like you ready? You ready? It just sounds like me trying to whistle.
So, as we're talking about white noise.
Wait. Oh.
As we're talking about white noise, do you know that there's like a YouTube video that's supposed to be just like rainy noise outside? And some asshole put that as the white noise, but can you stop?
I'm trying to whistle.
We'll try that next time.
I can't see myself.
I think you're fine.
Okay.
So some asshole put the like white noise, and then like 5 hours into the white noise, it's someone getting murdered. So you fall asleep to that, and then all you hear is ah! Ah!
So I think we've said this story on the. Look at this, just like lump of liquid.
Yeah.
That's great. I hope that doesn't spread on the
Lump
table.
of liquid.
Number 7, a lump of liquid.
Okay, so now that story was not exactly, I'm gonna explain what the Three Kings game is.
Can you like not do it though?
No, we're not gonna do it.
Cool.
I would never do this.
Cool.
Ever. I've been the name of this game is the Three Kings game. Ingredients: a very large, empty, and quiet room, preferably without windows. If windows exist, you need to be able to cover them and ensure total darkness. Basements usually work well if they're roomy enough. A pack of candles, you only use one if all goes well, and a lighter. A bucket, we have 72 of those. A bucket of water and a mug. A fan, 2 large mirrors like the one on your dresser. Don't worry, they won't be harmed, or if they are, it'd be at the least of
The
your
way that I have
concerns.
most of these things in this apartment right now.
3 chairs, an alarm clock, an active cell phone. Don't forget to charge the goddamn battery. So right off the bat, Talia can't do this.
Fair.
A loved one willing to follow rules and go along with all this madness. So once again, Talia's not
Absolutely
doing
not.
it. A small toy or dear object from your childhood.
Oh, well, from my childhood?
Yes.
No, we have my pillow.
Okay, so this is gonna be the setup. Start setup at around 11 o'clock. Place 1 chair in the center of the room facing north. Place the other 2 chairs exactly
What
to
time
the
is it?
left and right facing your throne. The distance between your throne and the one of your queen and fool should be about the length of your arm to each side, more or less. Place the 2 large mirrors on the queen and fool chairs left and right of you, facing you and each other. Try your best to have them stand at a 90-degree angle, or else you may get more or less than the Three Kings. If you sit on the throne facing straight ahead north, you should be able to perceive your own reflection in each of the 2 mirrors without actually having to turn your head. Place the bucket of water and the mug in front of you, just barely out of reach. Place the fan behind you, turn it on. Don't set it to the maximum power, whatever. Wake up at 3:30 with your alarm clock. Turn it off, but don't turn on the light. You have exactly 3 minutes to light your candle, grab your cell phone, and make your way to the dark room to sit in your throne. You should be seated at 3:33 a.m. Don't forget your power object. Check for potential red flags if your cell phone... You know, this is a really long thing. So, in essence, what the Three Kings game is that you set up 2 mirrors. You wake up at 3:33 a.m. What the fuck is...
It's a trash can.
3:33 a.m. and then you go and you sit in your throne. And what's supposed to happen is like once you start this kind of fucking ritual, it's supposed to enlighten you of some things. But the queen who's on your left and the fool who's on your right, the queen is supposed to say things that you wouldn't tell anyone that you've done, like things that like you would never say to anyone, right? And the fool is supposed to make you feel like garbage. And they're just supposed to, you know, like tell you things about yourself that you need to like learn. That's what I've understood of it. But apparently if you look into the mirror, they don't leave.
Oh,
So you're
cool.
supposed to stay ahead, looking ahead the entire time as you hear these voices coming from your right and left.
Yeah, no, I don't
How
want
do you end it?
What?
How do you end it?
You blow out the candle or I think you throw the candle into the water. I'll read the end of this.
I would just
Look
cry.
straight ahead at the darkness, not at the candle, not at the mirrors, just straight ahead. Eagle-eyed readers surely noticed I didn't say during setup which chair was queen and which was fool. That's because it's your job to find out. And from their point of view, you are their queen or their fool too. Hence 3 kings. I won't spoil what happens next. Suffice to say, you won't be alone. And if you have questions, you'll get answers. Sometimes in the form of new questions, but hey, that's the story of humanity. Did I mention not to let the candle go out? That's what the fan is for. You're protecting the candle with your body, but if your body were to be suddenly moved, then the fan would turn off your candle. That's backup number 1. Your loved one is backup number 2. At 4:34, she or he has to come into the room and call your name. If that won't work, she has to call your cell phone. If that won't work, she has the glass of water and the bucket. She can't touch you though. That's a newbie mistake. Backup number 3 is your item of power, the toy or the locket or whatever objects or strength you brought, whatever. Multiple backups. In doubt, refer to the title. So what you're supposed to do is you're just supposed to get up and leave. Yeah.
So don't try it.
That
sounds...
was gonna be the longest one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a bunch of other games, but I'm not gonna read how to do all of them.
Yeah. So make sure you guys don't do that. Because yeah, I've seen a lot of horror movies where people think they could do it and then they just don't. Shout out to Talk to Me. Good movie. But yeah, a lot of them just dumb. Just don't do dumb things. Just don't do dumb things. If a thing says, hey, don't summon this thing, just don't summon it. Just rule
Is
of
your
thumb.
tray becoming one giant wax candle?
Yeah.
It is.
I'm also afraid it's leaking on the other side.
Hasn't yet, I think.
Okay, that's reassuring.
I think.
It is.
So I'm going to start reading my next story while Donald makes sure that he doesn't ruin my coffee table. This next one here was sent to us by Half Squat Soph, called Through the Keyhole. This one's a pretty popular one, actually. And look, I'm a little bit more illuminated now.
Wait.
We good? Wow.
We are not good.
Why are we not good?
This was funny for the joke, but I'm gonna turn off all the candles now.
Okay. Lights out, baby. Oh. Wait. Welcome to the Nerd Slice Podcast, where, like we say, something will happen. We don't know what, but something will happen.
I did say that
We
this
did
was
say
a bad
this was
idea.
going to happen. I also said this was a bad idea. But luckily, and I don't want to jinx it, something has not gone off yet.
This is why I said to put.
Today's episode is sponsored by fake candles. For when it's a good idea, just use fake candles.
Am I in your shot?
Probably, but doesn't matter at this point.
It does.
Welcome to the part of the podcast where Evan can say the thing that he's told Donald
I
most of
hope
his
you
life.
keep all of this.
Hey, I told you so. Oh, this is all staying in.
Yeah. Don't move it. Don't even try.
Just don't move it. Just let it
Just-
solidify. Let it solidify. And we're just gonna pray. We're just gonna pray.
How about you?
Sure. All my fellas.
Actually, I would like so.
You know, if it does solidify, and
I
it
think
doesn't,
It should be fine.
if it doesn't hurt the table, I'm gonna keep that as a memento.
Okay.
Just put it there in my nightstand.
So, Dudley, I'm sorry.
Say the words. The words that I just said. Just say the words. I'm sure right now it feels super. Here, look, we'll put
You
this.
can say I told you
We'll,
so.
we'll use this candle. Give me your lighter.
There you go.
Just if my landlord is watching this, no, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, hey. No landlord is watching this. This
Look.
is actually done in my house.
With
there is-
one
I am the landlord.
After for the
candle,
last 4.
Just one candle.
we can make.
I don't remember.
I don't
the rest
remember
of
the rest of
song.
it either, but we have one candle, and that's all we need here at the Nerd Slice podcast. Because just like Icarus, Dodo flew too close to the sun. So this next story here, called Through the Keyhole, comes from Half Squat Soph, which I'm gonna be honest, did not read through it, but I have heard of this, and I'm pretty sure if this is a story I think it is, it's a pretty cool story. A man checks into a hotel one night. While checking in, the woman at the front desk hands him the key to his room and tells him that on the way to his room is a room that has no number and that was always locked and used for storage purposes. She wants him to stay away from that room without asking any questions. The man, obviously intrigued, goes straight into this room silently. He does spot the locked room on his way, but chooses to ignore it. But by the second night, the man's curiosity grows deeper, and he decides to peep into the locked room through the keyhole. The room was locked as a woman at the front desk has told him. From the keyhole, the room looks like a normal hotel room similar to his own room. But as his eyes scan the room through the keyhole, he spots an old, almost pale woman sitting silently in the corner of the room, with her head leaning against the wall. Confused, the man returns to his room. The third night, the man becomes even more curious about what he saw the previous night, and his curiosity leads him to the unnumbered room again. As he looks through the keyhole, all he can see is the color red. Very deep shade of red. Maybe the woman had suspected that someone was spying on her, so she might have blocked the keyhole. The man decides to inquire about the room from the woman at the front desk. She let out a big sigh and asked him if he had peeped through the keyhole. After he confirmed it, she decided to tell him the whole story. Many years ago, a man murdered his wife in the same room, and her ghost now haunts it. Her ghost had been described as very pale, except for her eyes, which were bloodshot red. Pretty good one. Thank you for your story, Half Squat Soap. I have read this one a very long time ago. Are you picking at the dry wax?
So I would like to. It was a good story. Thank you, half squat. So
Thank you.
So
we
I would
appreciate
like
it.
to say that the scariest thing will not be happening today, which is that Talia kills me.
It won't happen on screen anyways.
I moved. What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I
I'm not
don't
on
know.
screen.
I don't know what I said.
So I moved some of the wax, and it looks like the table's fine. Now, I kind of want to frame this.
You should frame it as a.
Okay, so I need a quick
Wait,
question.
real quick. No, I have a quick question. This is
Yes.
not Evan's question of the day to you guys. This is Evan's question of the day to Tono.
Yes.
Did it only give you the option to buy 72,
Yes.
or are you just a madman?
No. I looked very extensively for black candles, and if I was going to buy black candles, I could have either bought 2 for $12
Mm-hmm.
or 72 for 26. So, next year,
Next year.
I will buy fake ones.
By the way,
Cool.
are we annually calling this? Like, is every year the
Spooky,
annual Nerd Slice?
yeah,
Spooky Wookie.
spooky wookie, nerd slice,
It's spectacular.
spectacular spooky month.
Nice.
All leading up to the spooky wookie nerd slice spectacular.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you have a thing?
So I need a quick question. Do you believe in the paranormal?
Quick. I mean, yeah.
I believe in the paranormal.
I believe in the paranormal. Do you believe in the paranormal? That's
Talia,
your
do you
question.
believe in the paranormal?
That's
We've
your
talked many
guys's.
times that I
What?
We've talked about
Do
this
you
many
just
times.
say yes or no?
Yes.
Cool.
By the way,
we
that's-
talked about it, but the podcast people.
Right.
That's your
Yes,
guys'
I
I
believe
need
in
one
ghosts.
more person. So, other person,
Wait, hold up.
has squad self. Do you believe in the paranormal?
I do.
Fantastic. Okay.
Just
So we can play this game right now.
wait. That's your guys' question of the day, by the way. Do you guys believe in the paranormal?
Okay. Cool.
Let us know
Good question.
everywhere.
Good question. Okay. So we can play this game right now, and we're going to.
No, I'm
Yep.
okay.
Hey, listen to
No.
me. Listen to me.
No. I veto.
I tolerate a lot of things, but we literally explicitly said the last time we all went out to dinner,
Mhm.
I was like, forbidden in my home.
Okay. Cool. So this one's called Summoning or Tulpa Creation.
No
I
Topa. We're not making a Topa.
Fucking refuse.
Okay.
We're not making a
But
Topa.
can
No,
we?
no,
Can
let's-
I
Listen,
pitch this?
hey,
Can I pitch
buddy.
this before? Can I pitch this before?
Wait, before you go on your rant. So for those of you that are not aware, a tulpa is basically a manifestation of a thing that you imagine that becomes reality. Continue.
Okay. So by that explanation, it is anything. It is a being that we create together. Just hear me out.
I am not
Just hear me out.
creating
Wait.
shit.
I'm kind of down. Wait, ready? I imagine that we're gonna hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
No,
Listen.
that's not
Listen
how that
to me.
works.
Oh, okay.
If you want fucking Play-Doh, I will get you Play-Doh. We will create a
Well, you
Play-Doh
can use the
figure together.
wax.
Guys, can
you
I-
are not
can I
creating
pitch
an
this?
entity.
Can I pitch this before we continue?
Sure.
So
Should I put my hand in it?
no. Hey, no.
That shit's rock solid.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my-
Oh shit.
Was that one still lit?
No, it is still hot though.
You're dumb.
So okay, hear me out here. I thought about this. There's two choices for us.
Okay.
We are the Nerd Slice podcast.
Yes.
So, either a pizza slice
I'll try to create a pizza
or
slice right
no,
now.
no, no.
Okay. Okay.
Or-
My bad.
We're also the ball pit boys. So a ball from a ball pit. Cause you need the item, and that's why you guys needed to.
That almost hit the candle.
That was the tulpa. So first you need to write down and define a character. You can call this being whatever you want. The important
No, no.
part is what you allow this being to do.
Listen to me. No,
the important part is what we allow it to do.
Hey.
So I think it's just a silly little goofy
Listen,
guy.
hey, silly
Just like-
little goofy big. You can do this in your own home.
Okay.
I live with him.
Uh-huh.
If he summons some shit, I have to deal with it.
All right, let me
I'm
finish.
not doing this.
Let me finish.
All my
Voice from the void. I need you to quiet.
Fuck you.
You decide how powerful this being is. As it is in effect a thought form or being you are creating. You can in fact all believe that this being cannot possess the object you're touching for a longer lasting effect. So we control this shit. Okay, let me finish.
I was just looking
You
at the
need
wax.
at least 4 people. That's why 4 people right there. 4 people who are all open to the paranormal for this to work. You must.
All my
I'm
fellas.
sorry, everyone. I am getting a call. Hello?
I will kill you.
Hmm.
I don't think we should have mic'd her.
I think it was the wrong number, guys. Let me continue. You must first dim the lights.
Oh my god, the lights are
Cool.
Don't
You
turn
no,
the
no, no,
lights on.
Stop.
You're gonna make the camera unfocused.
You surround and place your hands on the same object, forming more or less a circle around it. So no, we are not doing this.
Give me your
We are
hands.
not doing this.
Give me
I
your
know
hands!
you would kill me. You then speak to your being and ask it to do things. However, remember, if you decide this being is an evil character, do not get it to possess an object, or there will be long-lasting negative effects.
Wait.
You can use this trick for various things, including
Fire.
producing guardians for your home like I have. However, they will not always be well behaved. So be careful and always remember to remove objects you got your beings to possess if things go awry. So no, stop. We are
I
not
wanna
doing
light the
this.
candle.
So no, we are not creating a tulpa.
Wait.
You and I,
Wait.
and I bring up tulpas so much
Wait.
that I thought it
Question.
would be funny. But I
Question.
almost just got murdered because
Yeah, you were sending
So-
me into
Hear
a
me
panic.
out. Hear me out, guys.
Yes.
Okay. So the tulpa is a being, right?
Yes.
But the tulpa can also be a human, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let's manifest this man a girlfriend. Let's create Total's perfect
I can't
woman.
do it in real life, so that you guys make
So
me
we
a
make it.
fake girlfriend. By the way, here
Wow. No, I'm okay. Leave it on the table.
Wow, that's how much wax was on my table.
kinda
you go.
looks like the
but
first-
your table's fine.
It kind of looks like how my painting started at Thalia's birthday party.
So that is how you create a tulpa.
Wow.
If you would like to do it, keep us out of it.
So, I'm gonna read more spooky stories.
By the way, I have one more game. I have 112 games, by the way. I'm only gonna do one more, and then I will move on.
You have how many?
I have 112.
There's 104 days of summer vacation. You know they're making a new season of Phineas and
I
Ferb.
do know that they're making a new.
That's so
season.
cool. I like Phineas and Ferb.
I think that.
Were you a Phineas and Ferb kid growing
I
up?
think the people who sing the Phineas and Ferb song should be allowed to sing it themselves.
But why? I do it better.
I'm very rarely gonna ask this.
I
but
have like a midway segment.
I need a help over here. Does Evan sing the Phineas and Ferb song better than the people who sing the Phineas and Ferb song?
I think I do. Isn't it bowling for soup the ones that sing it?
She is.
Someone
she
fact
is-
check
she
that.
Is shaking her head no. So
You have no proof.
I do. My eyes.
Hey,
Yes.
Evan has a little segment he wants to
ahead.
like just in
Yeah,
between.
go ahead.
Okay, so what's been like your favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn?
Velocipaster.
Ooh, I mean, I wasn't here for that one.
Yeah,
but
yeah. You guys decided to leave. So
I honestly
I-
though, Gatorland slapped.
yeah, good for you.
We saw Travis Willingham. He was a good man. He's a good man. Mine
You didn't
was
see Travis Willingham.
mine
You
was-
saw some random guy. that
ma-
looked
mine
like him.
was when I went as Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm,
Do you remember that?
in
You got this. Use that
I'm
noggin.
gonna say 4th grade.
It was like first grade total.
Mm,
In 4th grade, I was Naruto.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this next here story comes from our voice from the
They
void.
do sing.
Well,
Yeah.
which one are you reading?
Friendly
First one?
Resident Soup
That one's not
has
spooky.
confirmed that Bowling for Soup sings the Phineas
So
and Ferb
soup,
theme song.
soup confirmed soup.
Confirmed soup.
Soup concern. You know, I don't think when she's on the podcast, eventually I'll ask her this question.
Which is soon.
Are we just giving that away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Which story would you like me to read then? The middle
Well,
one or the
you
ending?
can
Okay.
read either two.
Which
the
one?
last
Which one
is
is the
spook-
spookiest?
I think the last
very
one, but the middle
happy
one is fun
As
too.
they fight, I'm very happy
We're
that
not
this
really
didn't
fighting,
ruin
I'm
your
just-
table.
Yeah, I'm also happy it didn't ruin the
Because
table, Tono.
I'm gonna be straight with you.
Mm-hmm.
I knew this wasn't gonna go well.
And yet you still chose to do it?
Yeah, because I think it was funny.
I don't.
I was ready to buy you guys a new table.
I mean, I like our table.
I think it's okay.
Okay,
Imagine
fuck
it,
you too.
No, it's a good table. It's a good table. But like, it's
Says the boy that uses.
2 metal rods and a slab of wood. Like,
Is that's just what a table is? Every table is a slab of wood and either metal or more wood. Look at that table. Just wood.
yeah, but it's more than just 2.
Your table's just a slab of wood
I don't
with
have a-
glass on top of it.
I don't have a table.
Yeah?
No,
You have a circular table.
not mine.
Okay, your parents.
that was my deceased grandmother's.
Oh, you're trying to gaslight me now?
No, I'm just letting you know. Do it. Do it.
What if I can just like.
Can you just fucking tell the story?
Oh, yeah, this is story time. So,
I'm so
this
happy.
here
I
from
gave
also
them-
short scary stories from BUBU Babu Boo
Boo boo.
Boo
Boo boo.
Boo Boo 87XX. My son is slowly going insane, and there is nothing I can do about it. I live in swamp country, so Florida, with my son Tommy. I love it.
Fuck
There's not
Tommy.
much for Tommy to do apart from fishing, since our house is completely surrounded by water, and the only way to get anywhere is by boat. Is he just gonna get eaten by alligators?
My dream.
That's a. Out of all the ways you could go out, that feels like not the best one. Anyway,
I think there's worse.
I mean, there's definitely worse, but that doesn't
What is the worst way to die?
slowly.
I think hunger is probably the worst.
No, vampire torture. It was in the new
So that's the guy
Castlevania
who's
scene.
begging me to be a vampire for Halloween.
Listen, if you guys want to watch something this weekend, go watch Castlevania Nocturne. That's our
Listen,
sponsor for the day.
I didn't give Thalia Mike so that you guys could flirt on the podcast. Okay?
I've always lived like this, so it's
Okay.
not the isolation that made him like that. It was my husband. He left us last year, and Tommy hasn't really been the same since. I think he blames me for what happened. He didn't say it, but I could see it in his eyes every time he looked at me. I had hoped it was only a phase, but he seemed to be getting worse and worse every day. He wouldn't even talk to me for a finish. He spent most of his time in his room whispering to himself. I heard him through the walls. That's not creepy at all. He planned on running away, but I was afraid people would find out the truth and take him away from me. So I chained the boat up. But that didn't stop him. He came into my room in the middle of the night searching for the key.
Whoa. That's creepy.
Yeah, no, it gets worse.
Oh.
When he couldn't find it, he threatened me with a knife.
Kill the child.
I don't really want to, but I had to protect us both, so I started locking him in his room at night. That only-
Nope. Throw the child away.
Yep.
Throw the child away.
That only made
Send
things
him with his
worse.
father.
I think being trapped is what sent him over the edge. The whispers that I heard at night got a lot louder. He was saying some sick shit too. I couldn't even repeat the language he used. It was like the devil himself was inside of him. He said he didn't remember anything about it when I asked him the next day, but I think he was just trying to fuck with me. Here's the worst thing. The more demented he became by night, the more normal he acted by day. He even started calling me mommy and eating his meals with me on the couch watching TV again like before. But as nice as it was having my son back, I knew it wasn't really him. He was only waiting for me to let my guard down so he could find the key. And he would have slaughtered me along with anyone else he would have found when he got back to town. I heard him say it 100 times through the walls, but until now I didn't want to believe it. It was time to face the truth. He was just like his father and couldn't be saved. So eventually, I put him in the basement with the rest of them and started again. I have a really good feeling this time. He's much younger than the others, so he might not have darkness in him. But only time will tell. It's pretty good. I like that
I was
one.
kidding when I said throw away the child. but
Yeah, you
damn,
gotta
she
throw
did
away.
it.
You gotta throw away the parent.
She did it. Wow.
So Tommy wasn't crazy.
No.
Tommy was kidnapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Evan,
So,
in the many
wax
years,
maker.
in the many years that
Mhm.
we have been friends,
Mm-hmm.
we
We ain't
have
known you
been-
for like a month.
Yeah, okay. What is we've loved spooky things from the beginning, right? What is the one game that we have actually done?
Do I say this story?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you guys, this is a very popular game, but just quick reminder if you guys have never heard of it. There's a game called Bloody Mary, right? In which you go to a bathroom with all the lights off in front of a mirror, and you turn the lights off and on, and you say that name 3 times, right? So, being the naive 4th graders that,
Nope.
yes,
We
it
were
was,
6th graders.
oh, it was 4th.
No, we were 6th because we were in middle school.
No,
I remember 'cause we were in the middle school bathroom.
Don't know. The middle
Oh my
school
God, I have a
bathroom
similar
is the same
story.
bathroom throughout the entire
That's
school.
true, but I know we were not in 4th grade.
No, we were in 4th grade because we were in. I already forgot her name. We were in our 4th grade teacher's classroom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you can remember the teacher's name, I'll believe you.
I don't remember any of the teachers besides your father and like 3 others. Anyway, the naive young children that we were.
No, I don't remember her name either.
Yeah, I know. See, like that's the thing.
I was like Miss
Something with
Serena, but no,
No,
that's
something
second
with a
grade.
G. Anyway, we decided to go in the bathroom and do this game because why would you not, right? So Tono and I did the thing, turned the lights off, right? Did our thing, said the name 3 times, blah blah blah. Oh, and you're supposed to flush the toilet too, I think, right?
I can read the how to do it.
Oh well, if you want to correct me, am I wrong so far? Do you have to flush the toilet? I know for sure it's a 3 times mirror, and then you say the name, but.
So what happened?
So, continue.
So, at first nothing happened, right? We had the lights off. And then in the stall furthest from us, light illuminated as a fucking light orb just went up. And Toto and I, for a good 20 seconds, frozen, did not do anything until I heard Toto go, yeah, no, and we both booked it.
So I actually have a really traumatic memory
I
regarding
thought
this
that
game.
was going to be like, so fun fact, I was in the bathroom that day.
No, I was in the 5th grade, and it was actually like our
You
fifth
were?
5th grade dance,
You went to school?
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we were supposed to get ready at the school and then get on a bus
Mhm.
and then go to the location and they were going to bring us back.
Yes.
Right? We're 5th graders.
Of course.
So me and some other girls go into the bathroom and we're like fixing the little makeup we have because we're little kids.
Yeah.
And then I go into one of the stalls to pee. These motherfuckers start playing the game
Mm-hmm.
outside
While
while
you
I
were-
am peeing.
That's so funny.
That's
They would've
such
said,
a dick
Natalia,
move.
you gonna deal with it.
That's
And
such a
Listen
dick
to me.
move.
Listen to fucking me. Right? They start playing, right?
Mhm.
They're freaking themselves out. They're freaking me out.
Mhm.
The mirror cracks.
Oh.
They run
Fuck
the
no.
fuck out of the bathroom
Fuck no.
and lock it. They lock the bathroom from the outside. You know how the school bathrooms they lock from the outside? They locked the fucking bathroom behind them, and I was still inside there.
Hey.
So I curled up into
No.
a ball and
Uh-uh.
started crying
Mm-mm.
manically
Nope.
until one of the janitors came to get me. And I completely forgot about that. I like suppressed that in my deep memory until you guys said that just now. I was like, wow, that was horrifying.
So I'm sorry that happened to you. People are jerks.
Literally the worst.
So sorry. I will not abandon you. Don't worry. With a cracked mirror.
I think he would fully abandon.
I would not. I would.
think-
I would be the
I
guy
think
that's like,
Evan-
I could fight it. Goes. I'd put some salt
I
on my
think
hands.
Evan would be fucking sprinting, thinking
Out.
Talia's
No.
behind him, but Talia would have fully fallen on her face.
Listen, it was a normal reaction. I get it. They closed the door behind them. They said the demon cannot follow me, but I was inside with the demon, bro.
they fully sacrificed you. So regardless of which story you've heard, you all know about this, and you all know someone who did it This is a very simple recipe, and to be quite honest, it was the one that proved to me that I shouldn't be afraid of these things, while Three Kings did the opposite.
Oh, wow.
So here's the thing.
Little back to back.
Here's the thing, and the reason why I know for a fact we didn't do it right.
Mm-hmm.
What you'll need: a candle. Fuck no.
We didn't use a
We
candle.
didn't use a candle. A bathroom that has a mirror. Please
Well,
make
we
sure
did
that the
do
mirror
that.
is a whole.
Here's the thing.
and not
There's a
3
lot
panels.
of different variations of the game.
Yes.
That is true.
So-
So, maybe
Who
And
knows?
simple clothing. Here's your recipe. At night, if you want to keep it at 3 a.m., that is fine. But usually night self, we were not doing it at night. This was fully in
this
the
was
middle
like
of the day.
11 o'clock in
After
the
shutting
morning.
the door, light your candle and place it down on a flat surface. This is your light source. Stare into the mirror. You'll say Bloody Mary and turn. Repeat 3 times and be sure to say it clearly and calmly. After your third, turn stare into the mirror.
I thought for a second she
So-
went to the bathroom to
so-
do it.
So, before I read someone's experience with this,
Uh-huh. Is
while
this,
I was doing research,
is this
there is a second type of Bloody Mary.
real quick though? I thought this was the part where you're gonna be like, so before we get into it, by the way, Evan, I set up a timer light in that bathroom.
No. So, as I was going into this, there is a second version of
There's
the Bloody
probably
Mary.
dozens of versions.
No, but like on this one there is.
Okay.
Do you know what it's called? The Enochian Bloody Mary. And honestly, fuck no.
What?
The Enochian Bloody Mary. And honestly, fuck no. Right? Let me see how long is this. This is too long. I'm not gonna read it. You can look it up yourself.
Look up the Enochian
so
Bloody
1, 2,
Mary.
2 or 3.
3.
Okay. Authentic Bloody Mary experiences. I'm gonna read the smallest one.
Okay.
I heard of it working a lot of people growing up, and I met a girl a few years ago who was adamant that something happened. Whole room flashed and it was drenched with blood, then went back to normal. And this was the most straight-laced girl who wouldn't lie about something needlessly. But the problem is their childhood memories. It's proven we hallucinate in the dark around mirrors, and no one can replicate it in adulthood. Still, makes me nervous to this day though, because it was such a huge fad when I was little, like so huge that the school had to ban girls from using the restroom outside of lunch and recess because we were
If you
causing
gotta pee,
disruptions.
suck it up.
I never did it. I was too scared, and I think a lot of girls were pretending anyways, but it's still scary to think about it in a fun way. This is one you're probably safe trying out. Supposedly, you can call any spirit this way, so try Biggie Smalls. I love that that's the way that finished.
But real quick, just imagine this. You're doing this.
Biggie Smalls, Biggie
No,
Smalls,
no, no,
Biggie
no.
Smalls.
You're doing this chant, right? You're doing this chant, trying to summon, and pitch darkness, and I don't know what you just hear. Biggie, 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 can't you see?
I would fucking lose it. That'd be hilarious. I feel like we would do this, right? Like we're not gonna do it, but I feel like if we did it, we would just like all of us would be like very
Real quick,
like on edge, and then Sophie would open the door with like some like SFX makeup of bleeding just to and Talia would kill her.
So real quick, you know how sometimes horror movies will take like a normal song, then like slow it down and make it creepier,
Yes.
right? What would be a funny song to slow down for a horror movie?
Like funny or like it would be good.
Both.
Like, it would be scary.
Both. Ready? I got one. Ready? Okay, just imagine. Pitch darkness, monsters chasing you, right? It's like the movie trailer, and you just. I said certified freak, 7 days a week. Wet.
I fucking would hate that.
One that I
about
think
it
would be
seriously,
good.
Thinking about it seriously, you know that I have this fear. You just go to an alleyway.
Mhm.
It's dark, and
Oh, and you hear Mickey?
all you hear is.
Wait, ready? I got you.
Imagine,
Wait,
horrifying.
I'll set the scene for you.
Mouse.
Wait, Toto. Wait, hold up.
Mouse.
I can't walk away. I'm gonna go under the table.
What are you doing?
What are you?
I'm trying to get out of the camera frame.
Why?
Okay, just Toto. Turn that way.
Uh,
Turn that way. Ready? So pretend you're walking down an alley, right?
okay.
M-I-C. Uh-huh. How you doing, buddy? It's me,
It wouldn't be as creepy now that I think about it.
Mickey.
I would be
Mouse.
horrified.
I would be horrified, but here's the thing, right? now that like I'm older and now you're doing that
I'm gonna
voice,
shank you.
I feel like I could like as I'm running past. Remember? So there's this very funny, scary like we used to go.
Oh shit, he's packing heat. Sorry,
We
continue.
used to spend like our Sundays before Scary Movie Sundays, just chilling in my room watching these like top 5 scary.
Number
videos?
7,
Yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce.
There's this one video that is like this Indian guy in this haunted house, and he's running down the stairs, and there's these chairs that are just walking, right? And me and Evan
Oh
both.
my god,
Me and
yes.
Evan both audibly said, "Man, it'd be really funny if he just ran
Kick the
down
chair.
and kicked the chair." So the dude ran down, fucking destroyed the chair, and goes, "Fuck your mother," and runs out of the house.
It was truly.
was-
we should have saved the
It
video
was-
so we could go
we
back
can
to
never
it.
find it.
We can never find it.
But I always think now, well, not always. I think now that if I heard haha in a dark alleyway and just saw like fucking Mickey, just like Slender Man, and I would just run, fucking drop kick his ass and keep on going. I think I could take Mickey.
Cool.
What if
You know
think
who
you
I
could.
think I would get murdered by?
The Cookie Monster.
Barney the dinosaur.
Barney sounds terrifying in its conception.
Yeah, Barney is fucking
Hey,
terrifying.
Don't do my boy Barney like that.
No. But imagine silence. You're
No,
in
I
bed.
understand. I
Imagine you're in
understand.
bed.
But Barney
you're
is
in
part
bed. You're in
of
bed
the
and all you
Magic
hear-
Stick Chronicles. You can't do
Hey,
this to Barney.
That's fine. But imagine you're in bed and all you hear is
So Toro.
You
but Toro.
would kill something.
We're gonna have a day. I know what we're gonna do. So
You come out of your bedroom and you just see fucking Barney the dinosaur, 7 foot tall looking ass,
So real-
in a corner, purple as fucking shit. You'd fucking be not good.
I'm gonna look like Jim from The Office as I stare into the camera. Can I speak it?
I was finishing a thought.
Here comes a thought. That
Steven Universe.
so
can
I'm
never
gonna
be
I'm gonna pit. Don't say that, bro.
creepy. None of the songs.
Yeah? Just in the darkness. We are the crystal chip. It looks, you know what it looks like? Wait.
It looks
Hold
like a
it
balloon
sideways.
animal.
Yeah, no, other way. It looks like when people make like the little like balloon dog
Oh yeah.
or like a boomerang. Don't throw it.
It has like a little hat.
Yeah. Wait, like that? It kind of looks
You-
like wait. My brain, ready? It's the famous photo of the Loch Ness monster. Which like
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
doesn't exist. This is more
I
proof
will
about the
cry.
Loch Ness monster.
so I'm gonna peel
Hold it, bro.
peel the veil for a second. Donald might have to Donald's gonna be taking some work trips, right?
Yeah.
We're figuring out what we're gonna do. We might either do it online or I might have like guest host. If I have the voice from the void as the guest host, our segment is gonna be her reading the
The
various
Magic Stick
stories
Chronicles.
that I have told her after 12 o'clock at night because my brain shuts off and I turn
He-
into the strangest narrator.
I will agree to this.
Okay.
I will agree with Voice from the Void being the co-host if I am gone.
Mm-hmm.
Only if, because I know that they don't want to be on camera. Only if the thing that you are talking to is Papito or some other crazy ass fucking thing,
I'm okay with that.
right? But every time,
Also, you'll
every
be
time
okay
she
with being on
talks-
camera. You've been on.
You have to like
every time she talks, you have to cut the
maybe I'll get like a Muppet type.
We have a Kermit puppet.
we do
You
have
know?
a Kermit.
We have a Kermit
I don't
puppet.
want to be Kermit. I don't like Kermit like
Okay,
that.
then I have an idea.
Can we make
What?
a puppet?
No. Half Squad Soph, can I please use your Muppet? Please. That's fine.
That's
perfect for Talia.
It'll be perfect
So
for me.
I'm gonna round off.
So that is my last scary game. If you want to hear more,
I want to be able to give it expressions, you know, like a gasp or like a
don't no more fire for you.
I like fire.
So that's our last scary game. I'm
And
gonna be
I'm,
moving to real stories. It's your
And
turn.
I'm gonna round off to our last Reddit story. So another one sent from Voice from the Void.
Oh.
From Short Scary Stories from I Need a Better Title. That's the person's username. Did not make that up.
me.
My wife died in 2013. I've spoken to her 9 times since then. I checked my watch once more. 2 minutes. I pulled up a chair next to the wall phone that my old house still had. I felt butterflies in my stomach, which bothered me. I mean, I had done this so many times that you'd think I'd get used to it, but I just couldn't. It just made me feel so uncomfortable. 1 minute. I glanced over the paper, which was filled with questions that I had pre-written for this moment. I knew I wouldn't have long when it finally happened, so I was prepared. A lot of trial and error had brought me to where I was today, and I was not about to waste another year just waiting. Like, I don't know exactly why this happens, but I'm sure as hell going to make the most of it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds until I was able to speak with her once more. 10 seconds to the exact stop. 10 seconds to the exact moment she had died. 10 years beforehand. 10 years since she was so cruelly taken from me. Stop. From someone who was never brought to justice. I pulled out my phone and set a 1-minute timer. The wall phone began ringing. Can you do a ringing noise for me? Don't blow out the candle. Can you not?
Ring.
Thank you.
That's not good enough.
I started the timer and answered the phone.
I've never been good enough.
Ava? Yeah, you have.
Wait. No.
No, continue with the damn story.
Wait.
What? Why are you interrupting my fucking spooky wookie story
I think
time?
we're gonna have to take away her mic.
Shh. Trying to help you, bro.
Snake! Sorry.
Pick up the damn phone.
Ava? I said cautiously. It was important. I like that you had to yeah. It was important to begin the conversation slowly without pouring on too much information. I did not want a repeat of 2016. Mark? The voice on... Is this Markiplier? Sorry. Mark? The voice on the other side said. Is that you? Where am I right now? Please stop. Why is it so cold? It's all right, sweetie. You're okay. I said, trying to be soothing. I kept an eye on the clock and, remaining conscious of the time, tried to keep the ball rolling. Ava, I have a question for you. Do you remember what happened just before now? I, was walking by that lake near our house. Someone pushed me and I fell in. That was good.
Just get out.
Her memory seemed to be better this time around. Ava, I need you to do something for me. Can you tell me what the color of the person's hoodie was? What? Just try for me, please. It was blue, I think. Yeah, I remember seeing it as I fell in. She paused for a moment. I don't remember getting out of the lake. I have one more question, sweetie, I said, trying to distract her from that line of thought. Mark, am I dead? What's going on? Sighing, I reached for the pen and wrote,
I think she's dead.
Killer wore blue hoodie. That information nailed it down to 3 suspects near the crime scene of her death. I figured all I needed was one more call with her to discern who the killer was. Where am I, Mark? She continued, her voice raising as she spoke. Say something, please. How did I get here? Why is it so cold? She started shrieking through the phone, yelling at me to explain what was happening to her. 1 more year. I hung up the phone.
Wow.
I like that. That's pretty
Wow.
cool.
I mean,
I feel like that would be a good concept for
should've-
like a book.
she should have just gotten out of the water.
Am I like missing something? Was there like something I didn't catch on, or is that just like,
What do you mean?
I don't know. I usually these have like some sort of like twist to something.
No.
I like that. That's a cool book premise.
All right. So these are real stories.
Okay, that's not terrifying.
A few summers ago. Wait, A few summers ago, I went for a bike ride around midnight with a friend.
Yeah, it's hot, right? You got this. You can read.
A few summers ago, I went out for a bike ride around midnight with a
A
friend.
bike ride? Sorry.
A few summers ago, I went for a bike ride around midnight with a friend. We went our separate ways at the end of the evening, and I had about 2 blocks to ride back by myself. Because of construction, I had to ride on the sidewalk, but the streets were dead. But it wasn't a problem until right where I was about to turn left on my street. There was this man walking by himself, maybe 40s, a little scruffy, but not homeless. The sidewalk was narrow, and I didn't want to freak him out, so when I got about 6 feet behind him, I said, "Hey, behind you," and he turned around and gave me the super angry look. Why? Right, like I've been walking on the sidewalk and like bicyclists will like ring their thing, tell me like, "Hey, on your left." I would rather not get hit by a bike. I think that's very polite.
definitely not ideal.
Yeah, okay. I turned down my street and he started to follow me, literally screaming about how I was fucking cunt. And he was
I love that. Screaming out was it?
Pause.
and he was going to kill me and all that. I live right off the corner. I didn't want him to figure out that out, so I decided to do another loop around the block. That's not the scary part. The scary part is that when I looped around and looked down the street, I saw him standing on my fucking front stoop, staring out at the street like this motherfucker knew I lived. Siri, not right now. He saw me ride by again, but he didn't say anything. I ended up going back to my friends, but my bike got stolen from the alleyway by the house 2 days later. I fucking called the cops.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if that man was on my doorstep, I'd call the cops.
Yeah.
And my bike got stolen? No.
Yeah, honestly, paranormal doesn't freak me out as much as real people do.
I know. That's why I decided to do real people.
Real people? You're wonderful. You're so nice.
My next
so
one.
thoughtful.
By Saint Sparkles.
We love that name.
I had awesome parents who let me sleep in the living room on weekend nights when I was very young because my sister was a light sleeper and I could stay up until dawn. But of course, I always end up sleeping on the couch because Nick at Night made me tired. Which, like, period, dog. When I was growing up, am I the only one that used to fall asleep to the George Lopez?
No, it was the opposite. I would wake up at like 3 in the morning because all I would hear is, "Oh my!" And I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
No, I used to fall asleep to George Lopez all the time. So one night, I would wake up to the prickly feeling, like an instinct, just bolted into a sitting position and stared out the front window.
Oh, like
we
when I
lived
looked at
in
the lightning.
rural Georgia, so you can imagine the magnitude of trees. In perfect light cast from the moon, I see a silhouette of someone in the fucking trees. The family dog dashes to the window and starts snarling into the glass. Terrified, I run into my parents' room and try to explain to my parents that there's a strange person outside.
It's a strange
Dad
person
grabs something
outside.
defensive and darts outside with the dogs to beat the wax off the hot head.
Like this?
I tremble in Mama's arms until Dad comes home and says he saw no one and goes to bed. I decide to sleep in my regular bedroom. I fill in my sister, which why? Like, it's his little sister and he's like, hey, there's someone outside that might kill us. Go back to bed.
I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, at least you're warning her.
That is,
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
Like, would you
It's like
rather
a
I not
sibling,
like? Would you rather I
know?
not warned you?
no, that's fair.
Like right now, if I walked outside, came back, and like told
No, no,
everyone,
no.
but
Hey.
not you.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd be like, hey, Dad's gaslighting me and says there's nothing outside,
Oh.
but I'm pretty sure
No,
there
it gets
is.
better. Dad is making regular rounds in the house with a cup of coffee. Raw still and finally think I can sleep. Nope. I noticed a man outside my window. From what I can see in the moonlight, he gives me a shush signal and runs away. Just turns around and runs straight line away.
Wow.
I swear I couldn't stop crying for what felt like hours.
That is me.
Yeah, if I saw some random ass fucking guy outside my window, I don't care what age, just going, nope. There's only 2 ways that ends.
So
Me calling the cops or me with a freaking Glock.
So I'm
Not
gonna
happening.
I do have one more story.
Okay.
That I'm gonna quickly read. Sent
Was
to
that the
me.
end of the story?
Yeah, that's the end of the
Oh.
story.
Fucking terrifying.
That is
These
kind
are
of
shorter
terrifying.
stories. I could have like
It's
I
better.
I
Yeah.
found a lot of long stories.
Yeah, me,
But for the
me
sake
too,
of
but
the
it's just,
podcast,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna read this last story that was sent to me by our good friend Stick Figures. A woman spent 4 years praying to a green Buddha statue figure until one day a friend pointed out to her the figure that she'd actually been praying to was Shrek.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
gonna. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. Just it's Shrek.
Okay. I have one.
Give us
I
one
have
more before we
the
get to our
last
next
scary
segment.
Story, and then we'll
Drum roll.
transition. So, I have one question.
I have an answer.
I have one question.
I have an answer.
How good of a friend are you?
I don't know. Depends on what the
If-
what this thing
If I
is.
needed you,
Mhm.
would you be there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I would fight anything
Understand
for you.
understand what you've just said. My house sits farther back in the lot than most other houses.
I'm not gonna like
It is a
this.
strange layout as well. The sidewalk runs the length of the living room and ends at the front porch, which lets into the living room. Large windows that do not open allow great light to get into the living room, but at the cost of no privacy. The rest of the family was on vacation, and having the house to myself, I decided I would get smashed. Well,
Get smashed.
I
Get
packed-
rickety rickety right.
I passed
Sorry.
out on the couch in the living room at about 9 when I realized I was too scared to walk back to my room. The couch is right underneath these big windows. I woke up suddenly, not knowing why. I had a severe case of chills and I could not figure out why. Then the banging started. It came from right above me. I did not move, but I opened my eyes and looked up at the window. Someone was standing there pounding on the glass. Without moving, I looked at the cable box. It was around 3 in the morning. The banging continues, and it stopped suddenly. But I still didn't move. Suddenly, it commences again, coming from 2 different directions now. Someone is banging on the windows and another person is banging on the front door. They kept doing it, they would not go away. Finally, after about 40 minutes, they quit. It was the most terrifying event I can recall at the moment. It made me a nervous wreck after that. I called a friend the next day to see if he would come over and stay for the rest of the week, and the response was, "What the fuck for? So that we can both get murdered in our sleep? Thanks a lot, asshole."
I love the what the fuck. No, I'd help you out, bro.
you come die with me?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I read a real I'll just speed run through it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
obviously I tried finding a lot of stories, and like I said, I couldn't find too many that I
I found
actually
112.
got me.
We can continue.
There is one that I thought was kind of cool because if it happened to us, I know that both of us would be like, haha, no.
That is like for all of the audience, that is usually our reaction to a lot of this stuff. Like we're like, yeah, we'd go into a haunted house, yeah, we would do this, yeah, we would do that. The minute something scary happens, me and Evan are both have the same reaction, which is we just silent, look at each other, and we're gonna, yeah, fuck no, and we walk away.
Yeah, so I read one where basically it was like a story of a person. This is not a real one. This is
Okay,
like a
okay,
Reddit
cool,
short
cool,
story.
cool,
But
cool,
if it did happen in real life,
It's part of like No Sleep.
I think it was scary stories,
Ah.
short scary stories. But it was like
Scary
a guy
stories,
who
Nurse
was like
Lifestyles in the Dark?
really really drunk,
Yes.
and he ended up like in this like cabin in the woods.
Okay.
Of course, obviously, because he like thought like someone was chasing him or something.
Okay.
Right. So he goes into this house. He like locks the doors. Like
Mhm.
it seems to be like a vacation home. No one's here.
Yeah.
Locks all the doors. He goes into this room,
Mhm.
right, and he lays on the bed, and there are a bunch of paintings of like people like staring at the middle of the room, right? Just like different creepy paintings.
Yeah.
Right. And he like was so tired that even though he was like scared of the paintings, he went to sleep out of exhaustion.
Yes.
And he was terrified in the morning to realize that this room only had windows.
Oh, that's creepy.
And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But thank you for your stories, Stonal. I
you
will
for
not
yours.
do any of those games that you talked about because I'm a
We
rational.
have done one of them.
We were dumb and we saw a ghost orb. So maybe we did it correctly or incorrectly. Maybe the whole reason that the whole apparition didn't appear was because we half-assed it.
Maybe it was someone just fucking with us. Let's just agree that we'll never lock someone in the room.
Yes,
while
we
they're
will
Literally.
never
sleeping.
lock
'Cause
someone
we're
in a room
not
after a
fucking
cracked
assholes.
mirror. So now it's time for our questions of the day. What should my spooky question of the day theme song be today? Should it be Nightmare Before Christmas theme?
Sure.
Questions of the day. Questions of the day. Do you know what song it is?
I'll give it to you. I did not know how you were gonna do it. You kind of killed that one.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I killed it just like Jack Skellington because he's dead. Anyway, I
How do you know
asked.
he's dead.
He's a skeleton,
But maybe after
He's the
but
Pumpkin
maybe
King.
after the end of the movie.
and for some
is
reason,
the first time he ever
women
felt alive.
are very sexually attracted to him, just like they are the animated lion from Lion King 2.
Well, he is a tall, thin man that can sing,
So he's just like every lead singer of like an emo band.
and he is.
Real quick, Talia,
I,
Kovu from Lion King 2. Thoughts?
Hot.
God damn it.
I want you guys to know.
She's a furry!
I want you guys to know you cannot see this. While we were setting up for today's podcast, I like to change up everything around the house a little bit just to
Sorry, continue.
just to accommodate whatever. As you guys, if you've seen the other podcasts, you would know that usually behind me around here there is a mirror. Yeah, I moved the mirror and it is facing away from me because there is no way I was gonna do this episode with a mirror staring at me.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Especially because I knew I was gonna read the Three Kings game.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
Yes.
So today's question of the day, I asked you guys, obviously spooky season's here, and I asked you guys, what's your favorite horror movie villain / monster and why? So real quick, you got yours?
Can I guess?
Like what
Everyone's.
people play.
Yes.
Well, first let's just say yours. Do you have like a
Um,
favorite horror movie, monster or villain? You got one?
Yes, I have.
Voice from the Void?
I have one.
No? Okay, what's yours, Donald?
The Killer Couch from.
Oh, mine was
Killer Couch.
honestly gonna be the llamas from Llamageddon.
Oh, amazing. Cool. Cool. cool.
No, in all honesty, okay. I was always I was always a big Michael Myers boy growing
I
up.
was a real big Jack Torrance fan.
Oh, but I was about to say, yeah, like
yeah.
Jack
I'd
Torrance.
probably go with Jack Torrance.
I would also say I like Pennywise from the new movies because he's a little quirky boy. He's just a little quirky.
So can I guess?
The first one?
Oh,
I mean, you grabbed the phone, so
I didn't look at it.
Okay.
I'm
you're
gonna
fit-
go with V Mogotov.
Okay.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say Ghostface for her.
Give me 1 second. The first one here comes from V Mogotov.
Ghostface.
It's no secret that I love Ghostface. He's the only thing that makes me laugh in every single movie. Yeah, obviously, it's no secret. V Mogotov is a very big Ghostface fan.
So I do not think the next one is going to be from Aesthetica.
Okay, who do you think it's gonna be from?
I think it's gonna be. Is it Aesthetica?
I'm not gonna just.
I think it's gonna be from Haswatz.
Cool. This next one comes from
There
Aesthetica.
we go. No. Let me guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Aesthetica is really, like, they really like horror films. I don't think it's a slasher.
Okay.
It's gonna be a slasher. I'm gonna get all of these wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
So,
know for Aesthetica.
Aesthetica's favorite horror movie monster is.
I want to change my answer later.
Okay, what are you changing your answer
Do you
to?
remember Malignant?
So Aesthetica's answer here is Santa Jaws. I mean, how can any horror villain compare?
My girl.
No, but in all
By the way, guys,
seriousness,
we are gonna do a musical production of Santa Jaws.
Yeah.
we should. But Aesthetica then follows up with real answer though, the monster from Malignant.
Period.
The reveal, the look,
Fuck
the
yeah.
way they threw the chair.
Fuck yeah.
If you guys have not watched, Dono and I have very often have talked about how everyone should watch Malignant. Go watch Malignant. It is something.
It is a fucking trip.
This next
Period
one.
Aesthetica is from. Is that
I'm
be from-
gonna
it's-
give you a little thing.
Okay.
This is from someone that hasn't answered as many times. It is someone you know.
RJ Madrigal.
No. This next one here from George Raspal. Probably either The Thing, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
The Thing is a good, underrated horror movie. Or Alien.
Both of
Both are
those are
just
real good.
terrifying in their own
I love
right.
that both of the monsters that he picked are the ones that spend predominantly their films hidden.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think the scariest ones
Period.
are those. Like the ones that have this element of like you don't know. Like you and I have talked about realistically, the monster from It Follows would be terrifying because you would just be paranoid your
I
entire
don't
life.
like
You know-
It Follows.
You don't
I
like
thought
most
that
horror
movie
movies.
was
You don't
mediocre.
like Midsommar either.
You know,
You
I
don't like Midsommar
actually-
or Hereditary.
I don't
I
know
actu-
how to explain it.
I actually wouldn't
Usually
be
the ones that
terrified.
like people really like, I end up not. I don't know. I just It Follows was.
But then you
whatever.
like The Pope's Exorcist. You're very strange with your
The
horror
Pope's
movie picks.
Exorcist was funny. It was good for a different
so
reason.
I actually don't think I'd be that scared of the monster from It Follows.
You would just be happy that someone's following you.
Okay. calm
Is
down.
it
Sorry.
the monster from It Follows like transferred if you're having
Through sex.
like
Yes.
okay. So you would be having zero problem getting rid of it.
No, I
Anyway,
don't have anyone. That's the reason.
guess
for
the next one.
Okay, but if you had a monster following you, you would 100% get rid of it.
No, what kind of horrible person am I?
So, do you
Be
want to
real.
guess the next
Be
person?
for real.
Do I know them?
Yeah.
RJ.
This next one here from
That's what's up.
Antagua.
Ah!
Ghostface, duh.
Oh yeah.
He gives horror a certain flair.
I was gonna guess.
Antagua's
Ghostface,
also,
but of
it's
course.
Antagua and V Mogotov are two like Ghostface connoisseurs. We do have one more. I'm going to give you a big hint.
Haswat's over.
No. Have
You
Scott
didn't
Scott
answer?
did not answer for this question.
Hers is like an.
But hers
Eldritch
is
god.
probably going to be Ghostface, let's be honest.
No, it's gonna be like an Eldritch god. The Thing. The Thing.
Sorry?
So Someone just tried to open the door.
Yeah.
Look at.
Can
Oh,
you check
yes.
before you open the
Oh.
door?
Yeah, check before you open the door. That was terrifying.
Yeah. Okay. So
Anyway,
last person.
The last person,
Okay.
I will give you a hint.
No,
when we
I'm
think of
gonna
horror,
go-
you have to think of
I'm
this
gonna
person.
go check my door because you're kidding. It's Anthony, man.
Oh, it's probably Antagua.
Anyway, so
we
when
have
you
to
think of horror, you think of this person.
the horror stuff.
No, definitely not be like that. This last one here
don't
from
know.
Mr. Caserta.
It's Michael Myers.
No, I'm gonna read his exact response because it's in all caps. Michael Myers, cause he's the goat. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get an update from because someone just tried to open.
No, there is. No, there is. There is someone at the door outside, but it's not like
Guys,
I believe they're in full
guys,
costume,
I track Anthony's location. He's here. It's
Okay.
fine.
and he's like
You
in
can
the
also-
corner of the peephole.
Cool. Anyway,
Fucking psychopath.
thank you guys for your questions. That was terrifying.
So
wrong with
Antagua
you?
comes in at the very end. So yeah, that was spooky stories that Nerd Slice tells in the dark. We had a spooky moment of our own here as Antagua looks like he's seen ghosts.
This has been a really weird hour.
This has been a really weird
It's
episode.
been a really weird hour.
Yeah, but like it wouldn't be us if it wasn't
But
just
as our new
absolutely
motto, which you
crazy.
can check out by the way in all of our profile links because I changed them all. Something will happen. We don't know
we
why,
don't know what it is,
but something will
but
happen.
something will happen.
Thank you guys as always. We love spooky season. Next time, do we know what we're doing next podcast?
Yeah, we do.
What
But
do-
they will find out.
They will
next
find out,
podcast.
obviously. Thank you guys for joining. Voice of the Void. Thanks for everything.
Any last words?
Any last spooky thoughts? Wait, do it with me. Ready? All three of us at the same time. Ready?
Have an explosion of a time.
Anyway,
Anyway,
bye guys.
bye.